You go to
Yeah.
take a shower and they're there with their junk
Out. And it happens.
hanging out.
Like,
Just
it happens.
They're having a full-on conversation with you with their junk.
You have a bisexual man in the women's prison, but they're really a
Bisexual
girl.
man. Bisexual.
Because he
what?
likes girls too. He likes girls
Oh, he likes
too.
girls too?
Yeah.
I'm
They're
so
girls.
confused with all of that. I get so confused.
There's a lot of guys, though, that actually hook up with them in the men's prison. They take showers like in the morning, early in the morning, so they don't make people uncomfortable.
This call is from a federal prison.
Misunderstood, yeah. Judged by the cover. Misunderstood, yeah. From one to another.
Hi, my name is Tiffany, and I'm fresh out the feds.
Hi, my name is Lisa, and I am not. And today's topic on Take 3 is about transgenders in prison. And that is a very controversial subject and topic because there's a lot going on with that. And Tiffany's had firsthand experience with all of that.
Yeah.
So,
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. So, yeah, tell us about your experiences with it.
Right, so today I actually had a friend that was lined up that was going to be on the show, but she wasn't able to make it. So we decided to go ahead and continue and do the show anyways on it because I did see it firsthand and experience men in prison with me
Yeah, so
several times.
yeah, so we could probably talk about that situation. That person's not going to be on here either. So
Right.
yeah, you've told me some funny, crazy stories about that.
Yeah, like, well, they have them obviously in the men's and the women's prison, you know, like I've heard stories from guys and how I've heard, well, my friend, the one that was in prison with me, was always telling me stories about how they were in the men's prisons with her.
Yeah, because she was in the men's prison first, correct?
Yes. Yes. So she was in, she was in the men's prison first. And yeah, she had a lot of stuff that she had a hard time in there because
So when she was in the men's prison, was she, because now she looks like a female, correct?
Yes.
Like full on. So when she was in the men's prison, did she actually look full on female or was she transitioning in the men's
she
prison?
was she started transitioning into that, like she was taking hormones and stuff.
Oh,
so she
in
was
the men's prison.
in the men's prison, yeah. And so she was getting breasts and everything like that. So she was getting breasts. And so yeah, so she still has a man's voice, but it was feminine though anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, she looked like a man, but she also had a feminine way. Like she's actually girlier than most of the women in there for real. Like she definitely was girly. But yeah, she said when she was there's a lot of guys though that actually hook up with them in the men's prison.
Okay, yeah. So let's back up on that. Say that again.
There's a lot of men that hook up with them in the men's prison because they look like women or whatever.
And okay. Yeah, that's a whole nother.
And they do. They do. Like
so
they
start to. Yeah.
Yeah, like they talk about how like they like that's how they would get their money was from the guys. Like they would pay them to do whatever. Like I talked to several of them because I was in there when I was in Carswell. I was in there with them, and then over at Tallahassee, I felt like had more than Carswell did. There was like 4 or 5 of them on the compound when I was there.
So so she was transitioning in the prison. So how long did it take her how long was she in there?
20 years.
Okay. So in that 20 years, was she that way when she went in?
No, so I saw
first?
pictures of her.
Okay. So she was a dude.
A handsome dude.
Okay. So
Actually very cute.
okay. So what really?
Yeah.
So while she was in there,
Yeah.
he decided that he wanted to become a woman.
She said she said that she always felt like a woman.
Okay.
She said she always had that like
Got it.
she felt like it. And then decided to go ahead and when she got to where she was at, like she had to she said that when she was in the men's prison on the yard, like she used to have to like to keep them away from her. She would work out all the time. She got real big, like she was really buff at one point.
like guys usually do.
Exactly. Yep. And then and so to defend herself, you know, but then I don't know what point, but like maybe like 5 years and 6 years and she decided to start kind of like changing into it, you know, like when it like became more open,
Yeah.
you know. And then she started like doing the change or whatever. But then she actually got hurt on her compound. She was stabbed and raped on one of the men's prisons.
Oh, she was
I believe it
raped
was
too?
a Coleman. Yep. And for like, well, she was sexually assaulted, but at one point, but then also she was stabbed at her compound leaving the chow hall, I guess. Some guy
Yeah, and you said that has nothing to do with
had
the
nothing to
whole
do with that other of her
trans
being a
thing.
transgender. It just had to do with the guy was trying to like, he had like owed a bunch of bills for like drugs and stuff. So
And he wanted to get off of that
Yeah.
unit. Okay.
Yep.
So 5 years in, or whatever it was.
Yeah, I
and
don't
then
exactly know the exact
Then she started going to her counselor or something,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
talking about that.
Yep.
And at the time, and I don't know how far back it goes, but at the time, they were able to start taking hormones and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
When it started becoming really, really, really big.
When was that? When was that?
I don't know. I believe it was like probably like 10 years ago, I want to say. Because I'd
Okay.
never seen a woman in prison or a man in women's prison until I went to Carswell and I had
Okay.
Liam. And then I know that we had two that were there at
Okay.
Carswell. And I was like, what? And it looked exactly what they were. They looked exactly what they were.
Like a guy and
Yes.
a woman?
Completely wearing makeup.
Okay, so then fast forward. So she started going through that whole transition. How long did it take her to get into the women's prison, and how did that whole transition happen?
I'm not quite sure. She went from, so she was at Carswell, and then like she would like when she was, I guess, walking outside with some of the girls, like they said that she was in a relationship, so they put her in the shoe, and then she was in the she was only on Carswell grounds for like maybe like a month or 2 months, and then they put her in the shoe, and then she sat in the shoe for like 6 months, and then she went to
Oh, wow.
and then she went to Tallahassee, and she had been at Tallahassee, and she remained there for like, I want to say like she did like, I think she was there for like 5 years or something like
Okay.
that, and then she just got out, and then now Trump is trying to send, take all of them out of the
so
prisons.
that's the whole thing too. So now, so what do you know what's happening with that? Like, is anybody being
transferred yet? I'm
Cam,
not
do
sure.
you have
Cam
any
could tell us.
research? Our handy dandy, amazing research Cam. I was going to ask him to maybe pull some stuff up because I know Trump said that this was not going to be happening anymore. So was he actually, what was this going to be, him transferring people back to the men or women's prisons where they're not supposed to be, but originated from?
Yeah. I think it's where like they came from. Yeah. But yeah, it is
Have
crazy.
you known anybody yet to have to
Be
go
transferred back?
Yeah.
Well, no, but I did hear that one of the girls was transferred back to their prison after I got out. One of the women, whatever. I heard that
Okay.
they were transferred back to their compound. That's what I had heard. Like they were starting to do that immediate effect. Like they
Oh,
were sending
really?
everybody
So
back.
what? A person that was in yours?
Yeah, at
before.
Tallahassee. I think that they were sent back.
Because you had said that a couple of them. You said a couple of them were like good-looking guy girls, or whatever. So was it them or?
Oh, no, those are girls.
Oh, those are girls.
Those are girls
Oh,
that want
those
to
are
be
girls that
boys
look
can
like
stay there.
guys.
Yeah, girls that
That's
look like
right.
guys can stay there.
I'm
They're
so
girls.
confused with all of that. I get so confused. I don't know.
There's girls
It's
that
like,
look like
was it a guy
straight
that
up
was a
guys
girl
in
or a
there,
girl
for
that was a
sure.
guy? And what is it? Because Tiffany would talk to me about that stuff, and I was like, which one is it?
I know. Well, because there are
Girls
women that
that-
look like men that are fine.
Yeah.
I mean, they
fine,
look really good. Like
fine like
as
a guy, but they're a
yeah,
girl.
Yeah, and they're like
Got
there's
it.
gorgeous ones in there.
Right.
There are some that are like
Yeah.
look better than men as women, whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? No, like
Yeah.
they look better than men and they're women,
right.
looking like a guy.
God, that
and
hurts
look
my
better
head.
than them.
That hurts my head.
There's a lot like that.
So confused.
It's crazy. You go into the prison and you don't know whether you'll be like, oh my God, am I here with guys or women or what is it?
Yeah. So then let's
But
go
then
back
come to
to
find
that.
out you're
So
really
then-
there with both.
So then you go and you take a shower and you don't know that these people, or you already know these people are. You go to
Yeah.
take a shower and they're there with their junk
Out.
out,
And it happens.
hanging out.
Like
Just
it
like-
happens.
and they're just having
Happens.
they're having a full on conversation with you with their junk.
Right. Well,
Out.
so some of the ones that I've known, they say that they like to shower early in the morning, but we take multiple showers in prison. Like you take multiple showers. You're
That could be a
constantly
whole
showering.
episode. Tiffany's multiple showers.
Tiffany's multiple showers. Oh, hold on. I got to get in the shower. Yeah. So, they take showers like in the morning, early in the morning, or not even late because literally like late. Everybody's showering late in the day. Like people are always showering. Like the
Why?
last shower
Because
of the
they
day,
want
like-
privacy? Because they don't.
No, I'm just saying like they want to do so they don't make people uncomfortable.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
You know,
Okay.
like because you change before you get into the shower. Like you set your chair outside. Here's the shower. You walk in the
take
shower.
your clothes off.
Yeah,
first.
and in my dorm, you put your chair in front of your shower stall. There's a curtain there, but you put your door in front of it, or I
Right.
mean your chair in front of it, and then you just hang your clothes on it, and then
Yeah.
you get in the shower. You know, but we're all women, so being naked with a bunch of women, it's okay.
I work out at the
But
gym, and
men-
I still don't like taking my clothes off, and being naked in front
naked.
of all of the women.
I am so used to being naked.
Yeah, you don't care.
Like I don't. I can pee in front of anybody.
I mean,
I can pee in a cup in a drop of a hat.
well,
Pee in this cup.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
like,
'cause you-
sure. Hold on a minute. You want to watch me?
because you always had to pee in a cup.
For real. And I've always had to strip out and get strip searched.
yeah.
And like
Oh yeah, so it doesn't bother
somebody
you.
said something. What did they say the other day? They were like, something about they being like, like being patted down. I'm like, oh, I've been patted down. Oh, I like at the airport or something. I'm like, yeah, I've been patted down, squat and cop. Spread your butt cheeks, squat, cop.
You said that to somebody at the airport?
No, I was thinking it when they said that they had to get patted down at the airport. I'm like,
Don't say that when you're with me. Sorry, I'm
oh,
still
you had to
sick.
get patted down? Did you have to squat and
I'm
cough though?
still sick.
Did you have to squat and cough though?
No. What?
No, you're getting patted down. I said. You said don't say that at the airport. I said, oh, you want me to say if they
Oh,
said
you
they
want
got
me to
patted
squat
down?
and cough?
Would you like me to squat and cough too? Spread my butt cheeks.
Oh my God, I'm glad you can laugh about it.
I can laugh about it.
It's all you can do.
It's all a thing of the past now, right?
Yeah, so were there people in Tallahassee or wherever you were?
I wish she
That-
would have been on the show to tell this. 'Cause she had her story was so like all the stories she's got. Her perspective of things are so
I know, it's frustrating
It
that
is.
she bailed.
totally
Bailed.
It is.
I hope she watches the show and knows
So
that,
do I.
that you bailed.
You
That's
bailed,
not
but
cool.
you can come up here and you can clarify anything.
And
you
it's
want
not cool.
one day. Yeah,
But
because
anyway, so when were there people that were there that weren't cool with that?
Oh,
And,
yeah,
would
they're-
she
but they
get
don't
picked
say
on?
anything to her.
Oh, she wouldn't get picked
nobody
on.
says anything to her. So
Why?
Anna never had
How
any
come?
problem. Like they just don't like. And I even had like a girlfriend in there. Like that was like literally like hot girls would talk to her like that. So you have a straight or you have a bisexual man in the women's prison, but they're really a
Bisexual
girl.
man. Bisexual
Because he
what?
likes girls too. He likes girls
Oh, he likes
too.
girls too?
Yeah.
See, that is like messed up. All of this is just messed up. Like,
I know. I was telling grandma, and she was like, "Wait, what?" I'm
yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah, I'm like,
That sounds like a great deal for them.
right,
exactly.
Prison
Like that's
my
like the
ass.
hardest person to get. How do you get?
You're
the-
not supposed to have relationships, but everybody
No.
knows that you do, and you're gonna have a relationship with the girl or a guy,
exactly. So no matter what,
no matter where you are.
you're good. Yeah, exactly. So no matter what prison they go to, they're good.
And that is just creeps me out in general because we were talking about like men having sex in prison or
Yeah.
whatever. Like I'd like to know that category and how that flows.
And that happens a lot.
I know.
Like,
Like
from
I'd
what
like
they-
to
what
know
sh-
the percentage
I know
of men that
that
actually do
I know Cam's got a statistic up here.
of what of the
okay.
trans or the men's that have sex in prison.
It's just like an update on the Trump thing. So
Oh,
as
yeah.
of right now, the order was sentenced or it went through in January, but there's been some incarcerated transgenders that filed lawsuits, and so it's kind
Oh.
of paused things. But
Oh.
now I'm reading because I can't find a direct answer on this, but now I'm finding that like it's kind of like a dynamic thing, and some people have.
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, it's kind of a slippery slope. It says that like in April, a federal judge issued a preliminary injunction against the order's changes to passport registration policies. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to read, but that's
Yeah.
okay. But yeah, like in summary, while this executive order has been implemented, several of its provisions have been temporarily blocked by federal courts due to legal challenges. The situation remains dynamic with ongoing litigation determining the order's full impact. Like nobody's really talked about this since February. That's where like a lot of these articles are.
Yeah, I'm
dated back
sure
to.
because it's controversial and uncomfortable,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, you're going to have a lot of protesting and crazy stuff going on.
Oh,
But-
yeah, definitely. Well, so she's out now in New York, right? And they're going to pay for her feminization. So her whole
Okay,
face,
so
her
let's
boobs.
stop there. Let's stop there.
Yeah.
Because I think that all came to a halt too.
No, they're paying for her stuff. She told me yesterday that they're putting fillers in her face on Medicaid and they're doing the feminization on Medicaid, nose job. All
Where is
that
she at?
in New York.
Oh, well, that's because she's in New York.
Anything goes there.
Well, I mean, it's
Yeah,
because
would the government and Fed? Wow, never mind. Don't even worry about me.
What?
Sorry, guys, I just had a stroke.
Okay, say it. You can't just not say
As
it.
a civilian, would Medicaid pay for any of your work?
No.
No.
Yeah,
No, you have to be
exactly.
right.
Yeah, that's
What's
a
up with
problem.
I know.
Not that the
It's a
government-
problem.
And then also the question of even if they would pay for your stuff, should they?
Right.
And when
Exactly.
I say they, it's us. It's not their
Totally.
money. The government is not the one paying.
No, it's the taxpayers'
Exactly.
dollars.
Yep.
Like, if you want to do that, you should, by all means. Like, that women like to have big breasts, and they have to pay for their big breast.
Yeah,
And
right,
they're a girl.
exactly. We have
And
to
they're
pay
a
for it.
girl. And they're a girl.
You're a
Right.
woman. You have to pay for your own boobs.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
BYOB.
yeah, exactly.
Buy your own boob.
Yep, buy your own
Exactly.
boobs.
Just
Yeah.
one boob.
Not okay. That's just such another Oprah.
And your fillers and your
Yeah, exactly. Why?
But she said the only thing they don't cover is Botox, and I was like, low key, like what? Kind of like, but I was like,
Well,
oh, that's so
I
great
mean,
for you. I'm
okay.
like, damn, we spent so much money on that stuff. And-
Right. I mean, because Botox is not going to make you a guy or a girl, but
Exactly.
the filler is going to change the shape of the face. But how many people like, I don't like the fact that I have a big old round face. Like, I'd like to have something suck my stuff out. I'd like cheeks.
Yeah, and I'd
like
some more
sculpting
cheeks,
here.
and I would like more cheeks. You know,
yeah,
and
like
more, and
why?
I'd like to pay,
like
you
why
know?
is that okay for them to pay for that? Because that's an expensive. I mean, are they going to do a facelift too?
Yeah,
What?
yes,
Really?
yeah, they're doing all
I
that.
was joking.
The whole thing.
They're doing a
They're doing
facelift
everything.
too?
Yes, they are doing everything. That's like, yes,
Yeah, because there's a doctor here that does facelifts for $45,000.
and in New York-
45 grand.
I remember that when you showed me, I didn't understand what a facelift was until you showed me those pictures.
Yeah.
It's frightening.
It's frightening.
I
It is
can't-
frightening.
well,
I mean,
that-
a lot of people do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm frightened to do that, but
please don't
it's
do
frightening. And and they'll pay 45 grand. Actually, the
Yeah, and
doctor
they'll-
that I'm talking about was just like this for 45 grand. And some people do their foreheads too. So just this was 45 grand. It wasn't including this.
It just makes me think of horror movies.
They look like horror movies too.
I mean, I know that they can improve somebody's look,
yeah.
but like y'all are beautiful the way you are. Okay?
Oh my God. Thank God. Thank you, son.
Yes,
Thank
to all the women out there.
Thank you.
And I guess all the men too.
Yeah,
You're beautiful the way you are. All right.
exactly.
You
but
don't need to
Spend
go
that
through
45 grand on a nice car or two.
Right.
Yep. So that's what. But that's where she's at with that.
Wow. So
she's gonna-
where? So she's currently in that process.
in the process? Yeah. Okay. So then I was at the halfway house.
So I think that's state to state though. I don't think that's federal.
Hold on,
funding.
let me tell you. There is another. Yeah, it is state to state, I think. Well,
That's
look
why
at,
she's in New
There was
York.
a girl that I was here with in the halfway house. A boy, a man, right? Well,
Mm-hmm.
transgender. Anyway, so she was at the halfway house with me and lived in my apartment that we had at the halfway house. Lived there with me. Everything. I saw her all the time. Same thing. Bisexual.
Yeah.
And got a boob job. I was there when she got the boob job. They paid insurance here, paid for it.
Yep.
She was in the middle of feminization, and I saw the whole process. Like I saw she was also going to get they were going to go ahead and dig a hole for her.
Dig a hole. Oh, dig a hole.
You know,
They were gonna rotor.
the JJ. Yep. And they were in the process of doing all that, and Colorado was paying for it.
Yeah. When was that though?
Just a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah, because I mean, that was a year and a half, 2 years ago. Which probably Colorado will still do it because we're in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
California will probably do it too. Texas ain't doing it. Florida ain't doing it.
No, they're not.
No, and they shouldn't. They just shouldn't,
No, they're not. No.
in my very humble opinion.
Gonna say opinion alert.
Not so humble opinion, but that's how I feel.
Yeah, you're not supposed to have opinions, Mom.
Why?
What are you, a person?
Why can't I have an opinion?
Who are you?
Well, who am I? Exactly.
Right.
We're just people out here.
Exactly.
Right. We're not allowed to have opinions.
So yeah, that boy that didn't come on here. I mean, we could have had a really great show with you.
Right. It would have been
We
great.
didn't.
It would have been great. Yep. Yeah. You gaslighted me.
Yeah.
You had me
Scoundrel.
thinking
You
that you were
scoundrel.
gonna
You.
do it. Totally.
Yeah.
It's all games, though. It's just sarcasm for
It is.
anybody who
Yeah,
isn't,
for
who isn't
sure.
picking up on it.
No, for sure.
But we would like to have them on.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna call her again. See.
Yeah. Call her
Yeah,
on
I'm-
it. Maybe she'll come on. I think she didn't want to come on because she wanted to be all made up.
I think. Well,
She
she wanted to
wanted to
make
be,
sure she looked. Yeah.
yeah.
And I told her it's okay. She could just have her voice for now, and then she could get on the show whenever she was all made
Right.
up. Whenever you know.
looking. I mean, she's on TikTok. She doesn't care about that, but
I know she's on TikTok.
right. I mean, we're not saying your
No,
name.
exactly. We love you.
Just
no, we're
yeah.
not doing that.
Well, I mean, I don't
Yeah,
love her because
no.
she didn't come on the show.
Right.
I'm really mad. I mean, we have these shows planned.
Right. And I
So
left
when
that
you don't come
message.
on, then it's like, okay, quick on plan B. What's plan B? We're
Show
just gonna
must go on
we're
without
just
you.
gonna like talk about shit out of our asses.
We're exactly.
We don't even know what we're talking about.
We don't.
She does.
But we have to make it. But the show must go on.
Anyway, that's a wrap on this one. Cause
Yep,
I mean,
that's
it's
it, that's
been-
all.
It's like been 20 minutes and we're good.
We're
'cause
good.
She didn't come on the show, so it is a wrap. Anybody have anything
Oh
that
yeah,
they
please
want to
like
say
and
about
subscribe.
Yeah.
you gotta start saying that in the beginning of the show, Mom. Like
it? Why in
and
the
subscribe.
beginning? Why in the beginning?
I don't know, CJ.
Anytime.
Yeah, anytime.
But
Just-
no, but we need to start saying.
actually,
that.
yeah.
like and
it's
subscribe.
important. If
You
you
know,
guys
you
found
like our
value
show,
in this show,
just-
Yep, you like the show. If it was any value to you, then please like,
comment,
subscribe.
but comment nice things, please. Comment nice things. I mean,
Comment anything, Mom. It's okay. We can handle anything. It's fine.
I know, but I mean, it's always nice just for nice things. Like nobody needs to be mean. Like I'm not mean. Nobody needs to be mean.
I mean, technically everything that we just talked about could be taken as so-called mean. But
I mean, not really. We were just talking about it. We,
no,
we just wanted to know.
We gave our opinions and said that people in prison
Inquiring
who
minds
get
want to know.
breast jobs,
Right.
breast implants.
I mean, it's
And at end of the day, fuck the haters.
right. We don't want any haters. We don't hate you.
It's okay. We love you all. It's fine.
Anyway,
gonna do what they're gonna do.
if there's anything that you guys want us to talk about, or if you want to come on the show, we'd love to have you as a guest. And
yeah, definitely.
And just let us know. And
Anybody
we
wants to
love
be a
you.
guest, let us know.
And talk to you soon. Peace out.
Love you.
From the inside out.
From the inside.
I don't wanna be